I'm doing this with Ogbodu and Beatrice, as well as Sixtus Ullo. Gentlemen and lady, good morning. How was your night?
It was
Guten Morgen. It wasn't bad.
Hey, and then this is where you have easy to pass. Guten Morgen.
Charlie, you remember these songs, the Sunday school songs, and Power, Under the Canopy.
Under the Canopy.
Charlie. It's a good vibe.
Yeah.
It's raining blessings and grace and the mercies of God. Felicity Hafenyo is joining us to tell us whether or not it is raining at other parts of the country. Felicity, good morning to you. Is it raining anywhere this morning?
Good morning. No, it's not raining anywhere this morning in the capital or any other area within the country.
But talk to us about Thursday morning. How is the weather looking like?
Yes, for Thursday morning, across the 16 region is partly cloudy with the smile of the sun over us. We expect it to continue into the afternoon, and then possible we expect some rain and thunderclouds in the afternoon to evening. So those of us around Ejura, those of us over Kumasi, Begoro or Begosto, Sunyani, Kintampo, part of Petwe in the Volta region, Katakrachi, all the way down to Donkokrum, Dunkwa, Onofi, Takwa, Obwasi areas. We expect them to have some rain and thunder today. That will be in the afternoon into the evening hours. Before then, we expect temperatures to be around 33 along the coastal strip, 34, 37 for the middle and the transition. For the northern sector, they will have the highest of 39 degrees Celsius, especially those in Bolgatanga, Navongo, Sandema, and Boku. But those in Tamale, Yendi, Damango, Wabole areas, we expect them to have 38, 39 degrees Celsius for today. Then the fisher folks, though, over the ocean, the state of the sea is still rough. However, today we don't have much of the rain and thunder clouds over the ocean, so it will be a bit safer for them to do their navigations. The Volta Lake too is pretty cool from now till afternoon, but then those around the Pond enclaves and its environs, they need to watch out for thunderstorms with rain for late afternoon into the evening hours. So for Thursday, it's looking pretty cool. We'll have the feel of the sun, and then also we'll have some few rains over some places. If there will be a change, we will update you with our afternoon and evening forecast.
Felicity, always a pleasure having you join us to talk to us about how the weather for the day will be like. Thank you. Newspaper review segment with Ogbodu and Beatrice. I'll start with the Daily Graphic newspaper. The front page banner headline: Parliament abolishes e-levy.
No more 5 cedi, 10 cedi, 30 cedi on transaction. Oh, Charlie.
They are sending 3 billion. Yeah, so
we have to prepare to cut a cake.
Yeah.
For the exit of the levy.
Parliament abolishes e-levy. This is the first step towards the cancellation, the removal of the bill from our books. But you know that the bill is awaiting the presidential assent to give effect to it. So, well,
this one, I'm expecting it to be signed this morning.
Use DHL. Send it to the man.
Mr. President, you promise you have delivered. Finish it hard.
Also on the front page of the Daily Graphic, President nominates 71 MMDCs for 8 regions. The story is on page 30. Charlie, they said this one today. Are doing it thoughts. Is it true?
Which was that?
The MMDCs, no?
We'll take it like that.
I heard your name is coming up.
Pardon?
Congratulations.
From which region, Michael?
Pardon?
Maybe, sisters, you know your MMDC yet?
The mic is not standing.
What has that got to do with it?
That's not an answer to the question.
The way he has won the smoke under the cup and he has bent it one side.
But it's not standing.
And I also put some answer. So, but they say,
when I try to adjust it, then it will.
They say that, for Mr. Muhammad's appointment,
I know, he hasn't answered. Why? His name is in the list?
What list?
Okay.
MMDC.
You never.
Are you going to Ullo?
Ullo?
No, I'm not. But if I'm called upon to serve my people, why not?
Do your people know you?
Political talk.
Oh, why won't my people? I'm not like you.
That's
Oh,
a
so if
very,
it can be collect. That's what you want to say.
that's
Okay,
a very, that's
I'm
a very
saying
nice
that.
shade.
No, I'm saying that.
Uh-huh.
If I am called upon to serve my people in whatever capacity,
So you're waiting for
whether
it.
as an assembly
Assemblyman.
member,
Okay.
whether
Unit
as
committee chairman.
DCE, unit committee, it is service to my people.
Okay.
I am always ready to serve
So
my
you are
people.
waiting.
Go and serve. Don't wait to be called.
Don't
Go and
wait to be
serve.
called.
Go and
there,
serve.
say
Go
that,
and-
my people,
There
I
are
have come to you.
There are abled men and women who are already serving in those positions.
Adam?
and
Then let them
capacities.
continue. And stay
But if for some reason I am invited,
Look
called
at it.
upon, said that, Ullo,
Waiting for green letter.
where we have reached,
Forget
we
it.
think we need your input in this particular area.
so
It
your
could
name
even be as a lawn mower in my community. I
You
don't
go.
mind.
That's a very,
Service to the people.
very nice negotiation right there.
I see what you are doing over there.
He's
So
building.
he's called
Answered.
Ullo and his hometown too is called Ullo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you are now realizing this?
It's a serious matter.
Oh,
They
my.
named
I like the
him
way
as
he has
the town.
positioned himself. I held his hand like this. Honorable.
Let me finish with the Daily Graphic newspaper. Also on the front page of the paper, petition against Chief Justice is lawful. That's according to some lawyers. And commercial disputes take 900 days to resolve. The story is on page 36 of the paper. You go to the back page, rainfall causes havoc in parts of Accra. The center spread of the Daily Graphic, commemoration of World Water Day, ensure behavioral change in communities. There's also something on a deck report on Kwowu Paragliding Festival. It is beginning on April 18. You know that Easter is coming, and Easter there. And one equal. The Ghanaian Times newspaper.
I've never been there before.
Where have you been? Which regions have you visited
No,
before?
we are talking about Easter and Kwowu.
Answer the question.
Which
He wants to
regions
dodge
have
the
you
trap.
visited?
I have actually been through all regions except Western.
No, I didn't say-
now Western
no,
and
no,
Western North.
No, I didn't say which regions have you passed through. Where have you gone? Like what you have stayed there for a day at least.
But that is what I am saying.
No, you said
about
you
staying
said
there
you've been
a day.
through. You said
yes.
you've been through.
Yes, staying
could be
like
like
we're
we're
traveling
traveling
to
to
Tapa
Tapa
and
Oh,
and
you
pass
want
somewhere.
answer or you want to continue
Which
questioning?
regions have you stayed in before?
Honorable. The position has even come and like you're talking class
questions.
change and you are hey, calm down, my brother.
Are
Oh,
you,
I have.
are you
have
Mustafa
been-
Gbande?
Oh, what has Mustafa done again?
Since which regions have you been? Have you been to?
I repeat, I have been through.
That's not what I'm asking.
Or which regions
You
have
are
you
not
been to?
answering
I'm
the
asking
question.
question. I like come to what kind of?
I don't even understand.
What are you expecting
Is that how you
hear
want to
from
start
me?
your political career?
What
Then you
are-
understand. One question.
We are doing plenty things.
Sure.
On the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper, Ga Traditional Council bans drumming, noise making in Ga Mashi, May 12 to June 11. The story is on page 11 of the paper. Parliament approves abolition of e-levy, and Ghana ranks high in labor utility service, business insolvency. That's according to a World Bank report 2024. President named 72 DCEs in 8 regions pending approval by the assemblies. You go to the center spread of the paper. Ghana ranks high in labor, utility, service, business, insolvency. Okay. And Youth Development Ministry launches Ghana Against Drugs campaign. The back page of the Ghanaian Times, Ghanaians urged to use water efficiently. And the Newmont Ahafo Development Foundation they invest an amount of money in projects as corporate social responsibility. And finally from me is the National Inquirer newspaper. Banner headline, Attorney General at War wants Mahama appointees too. Pages 2, 3, and 4 of the National Enquirer newspaper has the details of the story. 57 radio stations face suspension. That's according to the Communications Minister, Sam George. Government moves to settle 270 million cedi debt of the Ghana Armed Forces. That's according to Dr. Manebuama. Peter Mewu arrested. Asenso Boachi rubbishes NPP's Cape Coast Airport promises, as well as Employment Minister assures youth jobs are almost ready. Honi Valley Hills Mahama for appointing Collins Dowda's son. Fuel stations to operate 24 hours Eduji calls for security agencies to support. And finally, government to pay $1.1 billion to ENI in 2025. These are the stories on the front page of the National Enquirer newspaper. Beatrice, what do you have?
I do have Daybreak. They have the front page story here. Adumfa victims reject Muntaka rice. Also, return.
They say that's Empemo. They don't want
Return
rice.
missing land cruisers, retired generals ordered, and they have the pictures of these generals. There's also the story about GPHA, GRA strengthen collaboration, and Fidelity Bank MD.
Missing, a minute. Are these vehicles they were using in their official capacity?
I want to suspect so. We'll have to read the
vehicles
story.
missing from the fleet.
So the
of their respective-
missing land cruisers in inverted commas. So I suspect vehicles they were using that they haven't returned. So let me just read the first
The lead.
and the second paragraph. Drama is unfolding following an order to service chiefs of the Ghana Armed Forces to return the controversial 5 armored Toyota Land Cruisers, quote unquote, missing from the forces fleet. The stern order would see the former chief. Okay, so I guess you have to read to really understand, because the lead still doesn't give clarity as to whether or not these were official vehicles they were using before they were taken out. But there's another story I find quite interesting. It sounds like a broadcast, news, which is coming up. How Mr. Ernest Addison snatched contracts legitimately won by a Ghanaian company and gave it to DeSimone. Details of the murky deal that made Ghana to lose huge sums of money soon.
That's the headline.
That's the so that's why I said it sounds like a broadcast.
It's coming up, so you follow the paper, you get to know.
Yeah, so that's it for the Daybreak, and then there is a Daily Democrat. Their biggest story here: NACOC naps British citizen with cannabis. Also, they have Edubuahin's $7 million scandal, AG on the move. There's fuel stations to operate 24 hours. I think I heard you mention that.
Yeah.
And then they have, I think, an opinion piece, the life and legacy of Benjamin Kwame Arthur, a philanthropist, business icon, and pillar of faith. So there you've got it.
Michael.
The new finder, Parliament abolishes e-levy
Yeah.
in deep black. Yeah, we have to have a celebration for this one. So as we celebrated this coming, we should celebrate its going. Amen.
Did you celebrate it coming?
It's day. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. ANC Mall to cover
When
repair.
you went to cover the story, you didn't eat some of the cake. Or was it cake?
I wasn't there, Sam.
Are you another one who covered the story?
No, please.
That's green cake. Are you sure you
it
didn't
was
get
a
some
green
of
cake.
the
I wasn't
big
there.
green-
Like, oh, Charlie.
You are
And
lying.
the kinky party at the finance ministry.
we
that
watched
you were not
it
there.
on this one.
You didn't cover
I
it.
didn't cover.
Oh,
I think
as
that
a
one they
journalist,
streamed that one.
But they didn't invite journalists. Is that what you are saying?
You let me read the one that I know. ANC Mall to cover repair cost for damaged cars. That's from the what's it called? The collapse of their roof in their car park area. Very unfortunate situation over there. But it of course underscores the importance of insurance in this case. Fidelity Bank committed to implementing initiatives. Okay, which initiatives? But anyway, so that's it for the new finder.
Sixtus.
With Ghana's favorite
How did I give you the paper?
You see, it was on my desk. Can you give it to me?
You have come back again.
No, Ullo,
Every day Ghana, one man is about Christmas come. You don't know.
It's a sad this thing.
Oh, Charlie, who's the
The
editor?
people, it's not fortune.
he went to school with the person.
It's fortune, I beg you. Fortune is 100 years old. I am 20 years old.
No, Ullo, you are approaching your 90s.
Oh, then he's handsome.
No,
He's
Ullo.
approaching 90. Ulo.
I knew you. You
are
always
making the man
meant-
blush.
I know. I knew she always meant to say that.
He's so happy. I think he's just going to get some nice people.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
You read.
All right,
If you don't take
e-levy,
it, I will
gold
withdraw that
betting,
comment.
lotto taxes gone, according to the Daily Guide newspaper.
E-levy is gone.
E-levy is gone.
Betting tax is
gold
gone.
is gone. Betting is gone.
Lottery is
Lotto
gone.
is gone. Yeah.
Wait.
Mahama has come.
Wait. They say so. Yesterday, the majority leader, he said that people who want to go and marry because people can go and marry because of
Crosby.
Because of what?
Because e-levy is not there. So they have started the process. So I have a song to play for you. They say that Sika Abefi. Right now that e-levy is not there, the Gucci and Prada way to wear some. Right now, Charlie, money come.
And those who have
has come.
those who have been picking trotros to go and give people money because they don't want to pay levy.
All of that is gone.
All of that is gone. But I'll cash out and I mean just
No, but e-levy really dealt a low blow on e-transactions. Yeah,
but it also shows you
that we had over and over and over. We hoped it appealed to the conscience of the lawmakers at the time, but it didn't work. So let's see. I mean, this would be a test of it. If volumes of transactions increase, then we will know that Ghanaians indeed were rejecting this for a good reason. But if the law is repealed and we are still using trotro to go and give 5 Ghana to people.
Oh no, but the data actually speaks to that effect. We've seen some growth in mobile money transactions, especially after it was reduced from 1.5% to 1%. However, the Chamber of Telecommunication argues that prior to the introduction of the e-levy, the growth rate has actually staggered.
Okay.
So the volumes are increasing, but the rate at which it had grown over the years from where we've come from has been rather slow since the introduction of the e-levy. I think when it was 1.5% for the whole year, we weren't able to cross the 1 trillion mark. But when it was reduced, within about 6 to 8 months, we had crossed it. So it shows you that there's that direct correlation. The tax
so
was
the penetration is there already. We just need. Okay, but let's see. I mean, the law is just being repealed.
The what?
No jealousy in me. Screen, what time who no say it was green. Dr. Panier, oh, me pin. What's up?
Are we on the show? No, Beatrice, why are they excited? Why are the two of them excited?
It's okay.
Yansu ya pasa ya fata ya sedi. Enti atamfon se mu de yela. Yemela you no.
Yeah, I was laughing because Michael was laughing. So I understand.
No, big brother,
Why
your
aren't you saying what you just said when the mic was off?
Michael was laughing. That's why I was
No,
laughing.
but you
big
said
brother,
something when the
your
mic
people
was off.
need.
You want me to repeat what you said?
You reserve the right to repeat what you said.
Can I just read the headline?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Okay.
Only you, your headline, they've gone on commercial break. They've played music. Hey, you read it.
Because I'm a man of the people, I accommodate
You are on your own.
NDC not committed to Galamsey fight. This is referencing Richard Ahiagba. He still comes director, right? Of the NPP.
So.
And Mahama names 71 new MMDCEs for 8 regions. April 30, D-Day for Akutia MP. And Sky Train Probe National Security Questions Amewu. That'll be where we catch. That story is on page 6 of the paper. Remember that they had picked up board chairman Ameya earlier, and there was another person who had also been picked up in connection with this. Now, according to the Daily Guide newspaper, former sector minister Peter Amewu, Jean-Pierre Amewu, has also been questioned. The New Republic newspaper revealing the Black Line Signal Gate scandal. James Bond's lawyers.
Who is James Bond?
Hey.
Oh, I mentioned it the other time. One of the newspapers mentioned it the same way. Or is it the
James
same
Bond's
newspaper?
lawyer coup foiled. Attachers fury as 32 more scramble for booty.
Who is James Bond?
I have to open the story.
Edu Boahin.
Who is
Don't
you
mind
know?
You know the equipment that were supposed to have been bought. Has any of the story actually mentioned whether they were bought or not?
No, but the thing is 7 million. You pay 1.5. How do you want to buy it with 1.5?
24-hour fuel station soon. Tamaklo calls to security agency, and cabinet gives thumbs up Mohammed's plan to pull schools and clinics off national grid for solar power. King of lavish parties, packed accounts, freeze mute party king. Hey,
read that one again.
King of lavish parties, packed accounts, freeze mute party king.
Hey, wait, what
I
are
don't
you?
also
No,
know.
sisters, read it. Sisters, read it well. Read it well.
Where is it?
Party queen. Who is that?
Show me.
No, party king of lavish parties.
Michael, have you seen it?
Oh,
Where is it? Where is it?
Michael, read it. Let's see.
King of lavish parties, packed accounts, freeze mutes, party king.
Give it to Beatrice.
doesn't make sense.
Give it to
Packed
Beatrice.
accounts,
Give it to Beatrice. Read it.
King of lavish parties, packed accounts, freeze. It doesn't make sense.
Let me see.
I won't crack my brain.
the three of us are blue. We didn't see you.
He went to
You Saito.
Let's speak about it.
international school. International school.
You are calculating it.
You know, at Gobe Festival,
You can't force me to
these
read
guys, the band people.
Yeah.
One of my highlights was when they took us through those Saito songs, rhymes as against international school rhymes. That is what is happening here. I'm waiting for your rhyme.
You can't force me. Me nice, I read. I don't really understand.
The way he puts it down, I
I think there's a.
No, bottom line, it speaks to Richard Ama's
but
troubles.
the column that they put there, is some way.
But the people today don't have chill crowd. Somebody has gone to celebrate his birthday. Let's help pass over
small party.
No.
Small birthday party.
Beatrice, what did the president say about money?
One birthday, one account freeze.
How do you say "Sikam Pede" in French?
L'argent n'a pas de prix.
So the man, he get money, go make small noise.
But he don't make noise. He do party.
Hey, boss, that no be noise.
No, it not be noise.
Tell you converted the whole Independence Square into a.
He said he built a house at the Independence Square.
His house could not accommodate
The guests.
people. So he said, there's some community center. Let me go and use it.
Okay.
So he went to use the Independence
And
Square, which is our community center.
Yeah.
He said, you people, come and let us break bread. Let us, share cola.
Yeah, for more.
Who is training Sixtus politically of late?
He's doing practicals.
Okay.
I have always. Let's continue.
Sisters, you want to become a CJ after
CJ?
Oh. He has plans.
Now one started with even Attorney General.
No, he's aiming for the sky.
Are they too exclusive?
The what?
You sounded as though Attorney General is below CJ. Yes, in terms of one is a political position, the other is. The
other is a what?
I'm suspecting it's the cab that he wore. Today it's like
we need to remove it to see what's inside.
Talking about the CJ thing, the president is saying that his government has no animosity towards the judiciary. That's comforting. The recent happenings concerning the Chief Justice and the judiciary. In fact, before the NDC came into power, they were lashing the judiciary a lot, but it's good to hear that.
Yeah.
He says, the claims of animosity between his administration and the judiciary, it does not exist. He says he's emphasizing his government's openness to working with the legal fraternity. And he's saying that the Ghana Bar Association, they should feel free and criticize my administration.
No, but yesterday, when we had this conversation, I told you that under the circumstances, the president, and it's not just about JDM, the president is remote controlled in these processes. The constitution says once you receive a petition, constitute, so you are not even allowed the opportunity to on your own think and say that, let me know waste resources constituting a committee. no matter how frivolous it may look or appear to the president on the face of the petition, he still has to constitute the committee as dictated by the Constitution. So unless there's another argument that somebody can forcefully make that, yes, the president is controlling the Council of State, sitting in the Jubilee House and dictating to the Council of State, put Crosby, put Beatrice, put what is your name on that committee, and then when the committee is formed, then you say, Michael, Beatrice, Crosby, you are the committee. I want you to remove this Chief Justice at all costs. If we have evidence to that effect, then we can say, and indeed, I would argue that it would be, it could even constitute grounds for some action against the president by Parliament. But the president has no say, has no hand, has no control in these processes.
I'm just excited that the Constitution or our legal framework has already laid down the procedure for removing a Chief Justice if you think there is a prima facie case. So hopefully the process is gone through and the evidence or otherwise of it really determines how the case ends. Yeah.
Ullo.
The song is still playing in my head, by the way.
Which one?
The Under the Canopy song.
The Under the, you want to listen to it?
In fact, I wasn't hearing everything Sixtus was saying. The song was just replaying in my head.
Beatrice, she just remembered her Sunday school days. You know that there were people who were sacked because they were appointed or they were employed after the December 7 elections, according to the statement from the Chief of Staff, the directive from the Chief of Staff. Now, 40 of them, they have gone to court. They are suing government for wrongful termination. Michael, so 40 former public sector employees, they have dragged government to court, challenging what they describe as wrongful and politically motivated dismissals. They were employed in 2024. Now, they are arguing that their termination violated constitutional provisions and due process. They are from a few companies, but they are represented by Dami and Partners. That's a law firm linked to the former Attorney General Godfred Yeboah Dami. The plaintiffs have filed their suit against the Attorney General and 6 key state agencies: the Ghana Revenue Authority, the National Lottery Authority, the DVLA, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, and the Ghana Shippers Council, as well as the National Health Insurance Authority. I think it'll be an interesting something when we'll get to the end of it.
Is this different from the same directive we had from the Chief of Staff? Or
yes. So that's what they are suing about.
But I got the impression from the Chief of Staff's statement that those appointments are going to be looked into and reviewed, and for those that have some legitimacy to it, they'll be reinstated. I think that's the impression I got. So if that process hasn't been exhausted, I don't know if we'll be jumping the gun to go to court.
No, but they have sacked them. They say that they have sacked them. They are not at post. They are not working.
But the word wasn't sacked, or from what the
appointments were terminated.
Or rather,
eventually, what would that mean?
I think in the commentary that ensued, we all were of one mind that the action shouldn't be en bloc. It shouldn't affect every single person who got an appointment letter post December 7, because some of them may have legitimately started the processes before the elections, way before the elections, and only got their appointment confirmed.
It was official after December 7.
After December 7.
Right.
There were also, indeed, there also would be those who are party boys and girls, so-called, who got their appointment handed them post December 7, when it dawned on the administration that, look, our time is up, but these boys and girls have helped us so much, so let us regularize them within the public and civil service spaces, so that at least they would be able to earn a keep in the 4 years that will be in opposition. So the conversation has always been about, let us not in a blanket say that all of you who were appointed post December 7 go home. There could be special cases. There could be genuine cases. There could be people who simply found themselves at the wrong place at the wrong time. So let us not punish everybody. But these 40 people that we are seeing going to court, I think they are arguing that we got our appointment on December or post-December 7, we were fired because the government claims that these were political favors done us by recruiting us into the public space. But the argument also will not be about a favor. It will be about the processes.
Right.
What are the processes that one has to go through to gain employment within a public sector agency?
So, in fact, some of the 40 people, they say that they were hired well before the December 7 date.
Exactly. So all of those arguments would come up. And then the courts would then determine. One of the good things about actions like this allows our laws to be tested so that the legal system is improved upon. So that we know that, if you are friends with the Minister for Labor and Employment,
right,
it is not for the minister to say, go and he'll write a note for you, go and get a job at Gridco because you are my friend. But that there are processes that have to be gone through, followed through with, before you eventually get that appointment at Gridco.
Right.
I think that is the good thing we can see from this. If they are dismissed too, then we know that, yes, there is some responsibility on a government to be a gatekeeper, ensure that the public wage bill is not unnecessarily, unduly burdened
or bloated,
right, because of political favors that have been handed down to political friends, family and friends, and all of those descriptives that anybody would want to use. So either ways you look at it, I think the court is always there for us to go to. It is that one place that we all go to find closure and finality. Let us go. It is well within their rights. Let them go. Let the courts pronounce on it. Then we are building our law.
It is what the decision of the court will mean going forward after every 4-year cycle when a government comes in, something like they want to do something like that due to various reasons they believe may be right or may be wrong. I think it will be interesting to know how this case travels in court, how far it is adjudicated upon, and the impact it will have going forward.
Ferrari, super class boy, backside for lady, super ass boy, super class boy, business class boy, Shama Kwama long, super fly boy. Go make them money, inshallah. We making money, inshallah. We go make that level, inshallah.
Yeah, Don Ullo.
How are you?
I want to give me money or something.
You are not broke.
Oh no, I can never be broke.
Hey,
have you seen a child of God who is broke before?
Even
my father has all the money in the world. You want me to be broke?
See the rain fall inside.
But I can never be broke.
No, it's not about the broke. No, it's like the fact that he's using the broke to be an excuse why he shouldn't give you money. That's what even the rain falls into it.
No, Olu, are you giving me money?
Give the man money.
Jamila, good morning to you.
Wow. You're greeting somebody. What is that?
Jamila is going to lobby for my CDA appointment. Thank you so much, Jamila.
This one should not give you money.
Jamila is not lobbying for me for money in return. She's simply doing me a favor.
I see.
Yeah, being your associate. See
you
that
to bring her into the studio one day for us.
Look, good morning to you.
Jamila, Michael is advocating that you come and show us
every day.
Jamila. Oh, people don't know me. I know her. I know we are very good friends.
By the way, the
EC should pay.
I suspect that she probably sells food or something. So
hey, no,
Ullo.
You have just exposed yourself.
It's an assumption.
No, you see, you are exposing yourself.
In what sense?
Anybody who has been following knows that this Jamila is not linked to me in any way. The EC should pay the officials they engaged in the just ended presidential and parliamentary elections. This is also
how many months after
an issue that has been, they have not been paid. The money is not ready.
But you were reading Jamila's message. You didn't complete that thing. Why? are you trying to hinder our brother's progress?
So now it's our brother's progress. It's not my progress
So you
again.
are on your own. Let me read it for you, Sixtus. You like it. Crosby, you will like it.
Okay.
You will be a happy man by the time I'm done.
Oh, he's always liked it.
Oh, hold on. Good morning, my friend Sixtus. You know you have been friend zoned.
That is also old news.
In fact, I am going to lobby for CJ for you. Greetings to my crush, Crosby. You are there.
This is dead news.
Hold on. Hey, it doesn't matter. They are new every morning. Crosby, you are doing a good job.
We thank you, sir.
Yeah, even your crashes are coming out
Mahamadou
public.
Fusheni
What I'm saying.
says, good morning to all of us in the studio. I'm listening to you from Greater Tamale. Thank you so much. Where we enjoyed some refreshing rain showers yesterday. By the way, where is Madame Bellamundi from your sister station TV3?
For Tamale, whenever it rains, it will be refreshing.
By the way, the man has used plenty by the ways. I'm yet to get to the main issue. By the way, I'm thrilled about the e-levy being scrapped, although I do have some reservations about the betting tax.
By the way.
Now the maintenance. Kudos to President JDM for his efforts so far. I wish him a long and healthy life to continue developing our country. A country called Ghana, NDC. History is repeating itself. Yesterday it was guinea fowl that flew, and today it is 40 feta. Okay, no. Containers, 1,300 of them missing.
This is wait. Let us mention the name of Kwame Vomawu. If it says Vomawu to it, Kwame Vomawu, we have mentioned. He says, Sixtus and Crosby, please mention my name too. Why?
Where is it? Kwame.
Kwame, how are you?
Kwame, good morning to you.
Kwame,
where are you listening to us from?
He's a friend to Beatrice.
Okay.
They come from the same area. That's why Beatrice is quiet like that. They come from
You know?
They go to the same church. Wasn't your classmate when you were?
No, wait. So this container matter is an NDC matter.
You say guinea fowls have flown away, so
Maybe the containers arrived on January 7th.
NDC is rather discovering that these containers are missing. It's not that the containers got missing under the watch of the NDC. So Francis Kaswa Datus, I really don't know what, and he has put the message plenty on our.
Yesterday was a good day in Parliament. It was a long day in Parliament. In fact, Christian Yali, he was in Parliament with the members of Parliament there, paying attention to proceedings, and a lot of things happened. In fact, the session ended after close to midnight. The session ended close to midnight. A lot happened. The e-levy bill was passed, so Electronic Transfer Levy Bill 2025, and that was to repeal the current e-levy as we have it. There's also the Emissions Levy Bill 2025, and that also sought to repeal the emissions levy that we have. And then Income Tax Amendment Bill 2025. The good news is that the emissions levy bill, it was not really signed, so it's on our books, but it's not implemented. We've not taken any monies for the emissions levy. So for the repeals, we have the betting tax, taxes on gaming and lotteries, 1.5% withholding tax on unprocessed gold. Then Revenue Administration Amendment Bill 2025. The aim of that is to reduce percentage of total revenue set aside by the Finance Ministry into the Ghana Revenue Authority account. Then there's the Value Added Tax Amendment Bill 2025 to exempt payment of tax on motor vehicles. Special Imports Levy Amendment Bill 2025 that amends existing law passed in 2013 to extend period of implementing the law from 2026 to 2028. This is one interesting thing. The Growth and Sustainability Levy Amendment Bill 2025 that is seeking to raise levies imposed on gold mining companies as well as other mining companies upstream and the oil and gas companies by 3%. You know, for the past couple of days, for a while now, people have been asking that if you're removing these tax handles, the e-levy, the betting tax, government will need money. government should take the monies from these multilateral companies who are in our extractive sector. There's also the argument that it would reduce investor confidence in the country, that they are taking their money, so do not come. What do you make of this argument, Michael?
It's a mixture of things. There are some who argue that yes, it could to some extent dwindle investor confidence. There's also the argument that when the handle was at 1%, the government didn't meet its revenue target. So how confident are you that increasing it to 3 would really help
mean anything?
Right. So those are really the issues. Yesterday I was at a press briefing with the Ghana Chamber of Mines, and you get the impression that they, of course, nobody likes the news of an increase in taxes. They had tried to meet with the government to talk about it, but I get the impression from what they said is that government really needs money,
right? And
this is one way of raising it. And well, even though they didn't sound too excited about it, they are still committed to helping government raise the revenue that it needs. But of course, without also highlighting the fact that some of their members may take a hit because of this increase in the rates. But well, what can they do at this point? It's gone beyond conversations to rewind the clock. So you just take it as it is and then hope for the best.
We'll get into the details of that in the course of the program, because we'll be talking about all the things that happened in Parliament yesterday, what impact they could have on anything, and what we should expect going forward. How do we, fine-tune all of these things and the expectations on the president now that Parliament has done its bits? It is now in the hands of the president to also do what it promised that he will do for us.
Okay, to the left, not to the right. Now lean back, you know the vibes. Dope nation, what be your price? Yesterday price, no be today price. Hey, to the left, not to the right. Now lean back, you know the vibes. Dope nation, what be your price? Yesterday price, no be today price. Looking for one side, Yaro don't try. Mommy can short. I be you know the vibes. Looking for one side, Yaro don't try. Mommy can short. I be you know the vibes. Booza, booza, booza. I better be booza, 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 booza.
The acting chief executive of the NPA, Godwin Ediji Tamaklo, and Beatrice, you buy fuel a lot, and all of you have cars. I mean, it's only bicycle. It's only bicycle that I have. You people buy fuel. The NPA director says that 24-hour fuel stations will be available soon. Are they not available already?
They are, but in limited form. Yes, so this would be great. Actually, there's a place I buy fuel a lot from, and I didn't know that they were working 24 hours. Because normally, like after agenda, I'm going home and it's already late. So sometimes when I stay here after the show and I leave like after 11, I feel like, all the fuel stations are closed. But one night, of course, I felt the same way. And then early morning when I was coming back, I passed through and they were open. So I asked, okay, I passed here last night and I thought all of you were closed. And that was when they confirmed that, no, they actually work 24 hours. But you won't see them standing there, perhaps because of security.
Right.
So they are rather locked inside they have the provision
the mats.
shop, the mats within. Yes, so that was why I got to know, and I think there's another one too. But okay, that one I'm told they close after 11 p.m. So at least I've seen one that works 24 hours.
The majority of the stations close at 10.
Okay.
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Right.
Yeah. The majority of the fuel pumps they close at 10 p.m. So if you were stranded, especially, I think after Reeds Junction, I don't know any fuel
Which
station.
Which one is
that
Reeds Junction?
Reeds Junction. I don't
Where's
know.
that? Oh, okay.
Medina. I resist the temptation. So you see, the entire stretch. I honestly don't know any pump station that goes beyond 10 p.m.
Oh wow!
It means that if you were stranded on that stretch up to Ebri, I'm not sure. I'm just all the stations that I have attempted
I think after
buying.
Medina, you don't get any.
Buying fuel after 10 p.m. I haven't succeeded. There's only one station around Bauleshi that I know operates 24 hours. So it's a good thing. It's a good place to start with our fuel stations. But you see, it calls for serious security.
Yes, it
Not
does.
just one policeman standing there with a gun. Because these are people who are receiving monies on a minute-by-minute basis. Especially on weekends. You see, where Crosby, you are driving through town, you don't sleep, and you are running. You are, you are running out of fuel. You just run in.
I didn't say that.
Can I just flow with my?
I've confused the guy.
This one there, he choke.
So security is important, and whilst discussing that, we need to be sure what the security would entail. Is it one policeman standing there with a gun? I put 2 policemen. Do we have the capacity? That's fuel stations alone. Are we bringing in some of the private security companies to help?
What training will they?
What training will they
go
get
through?
What training will even the policemen get, knowing that this is a specialized protection, should I call it exercise or program? What kind of orientation would they be given? And what kind of police personnel would be taken? Because we've seen incidents where security men at banks and at fuel stations and all of those things are accused of conniving and collaborating with people to attack the people who engage them. So all those are concerns that, because these are businesses,
right,
and the people have pumped money into it. So it's really a good conversation to have. And I am happy that Eduji Tamaklo Esquire, the CEO, has started this. I mean, we need to see it sector by sector, so that it's not like there's some secretariat somewhere that we're expecting a big program coming out. That is what I expect.
In fact, the way the paper put it, it says petrol pumps are set to pump non-stop.
The pumps will break.
It sounds nice.
Petrol pumps are set to pump
nice,
non-stop.
Beatrice says it sounds nice. It's pumping non-stop.
Hey, is that a tree?
I see. Overall, this basically highlights the need for policy congruence. There has to be that effort of a meeting point for all of these.
Policy was congruence.
Yeah,
He loves that word.
You see, the point is
actually
that
that
In fact, he
phrase.
can say it, but if I ask him to spell it,
Don't spell. You continue. Go ahead. Say what you're saying. It's okay. We know you can spell.
Michael Ogbodu.
I will do, and I will not talk again.
Michael Ogbodu, spell.
I can change my mind.
Michael, spell congruence.
You are not the ball owner in this matter.
Michael, spell congruence.
I was on your side, but the way things are going.
No. It's not about the spelling. No. It's the fact that he's thinking that I can't spell. That's my problem. Like,
we've seen some before.
But that one is you. Back to the issue.
Back to the issue.
So, for me, I think that there should be a deliberate effort to make sure all these efforts meet at a common ground. If the fuel stations are working 24 hours and there's no need for it, it's defeated. It's dead on arrival.
Of course.
So, and we have to be able to create that demand. So, how convenient is it for people to commute around that time for there to be a need to go and buy fuel? Number one. Number two, what are people doing around that time to be outside to buy the
That
fuel?
is not your
Right.
business.
So no, I'm driving at a point. So, Sixtus, relax.
Well, the people should be engaged. There should be the
Exactly.
need for the fuel
So
at
there
that
should be
time.
a
No, of
need.
course, that would come up.
So, no, the point is that it's like you are addressing a symptom of an illness that doesn't exist. If you start fuel stations 24 operation, there's no demand. Because
No, I'm
some
just saying that it's
some-
not going to be a blanket
I'm not done.
application
I'm not
of
done,
the policy.
Sisters. Already.
For instance, if you go and
can
if
you
the
let me
fuel
know?
station
Mr. Ullo, you-
Amar here,
let him make
you
his
go and
points.
say operate 24 hours. Who are they serving?
Because
by 8 p.m. the people are asleep.
Let me finish. Because the point is that
There's
if there's demand,
I'm kind. There's some pizza joint here say gomwa yenya no gomwa kakraba. Those people should do.
24/7. No, because it's a busy road. It's not a busy road.
Okay.
Sisters, you said we're not okay. It's okay, please.
Congruence.
No, Michael, I think we agree. We agree with you.
Yes,
we are
yes.
agreeing with
But,
you. We are not
continue,
disagreeing
continue.
with
Let's
you.
make let's
I'll finish.
Because the Bauleshi pump station I'm
Yeah.
talking about, that Bauleshi is a very busy area. This is the East Legon, what do they call it, Abedipele Street. That enclave. Then going into American House stretch.
I see.
The entirety of that area. It's always a busy area. So if a fuel station is operating 24/7 there, it is understandable. So we are on the same page, Michael. We are on the same page. We are not disagreeing with you.
Do you know my page? I saw Sir. Was it
You are
on
on
the same-
page
you and who? Yeah. So my point is that first off, we have to ensure that there's a need for this.
Right.
And that has been the argument of a lot of people with regards to this 24-hour economic policy. It sounds great, but if there's no place for it, it's of no relevance. So we have to make sure that effort is made, because truth be told, the fuel stations, they know the places that need the 24-hour service, and they're already
some
running
are
it.
even running it
They're
already.
already running it. So you see, sometimes we need to be also very strategic in our policy implementation. Don't assume for yourself that there's a need and come and create a solution where there doesn't exist. So please, it's a great idea, but I want to hear now. So what is the strategy between the Ministry of Transport, the Ministry of Roads and Highways, and the likes, so that we understand that this is a data-driven decision, where we are saying that MP is telling us that, okay, per our records, XYZ areas have high traffic or high demand for fuel. So based on that, we are going to operate 24 hours
But you left out the pump owners in that stakeholder engagement you've just mentioned.
There was
Oh, but of
owners.
course, you can't do this without
pump, the pump
you can't
owners.
you can't do this without the pump owners. But what I'm saying that beyond the pump owners, I want to see deliberate efforts beyond the various ministries to push this agenda properly. If not, it's just a 9-day wonder, and that has been the problem. That's why I use the word congruence here, because a lot of the times the policies that we implement are standalone. Like the district assemblies are pushing sanitation agenda, Ministry of Sanitation is pushing sanitation agenda, and all of this is scattered all over the place. However, if we bring them all together and implement them with that cohesion, then we'll get the impact. If not, if MPA stands up and says, okay, we are going to operate 24, is the filling station for you?
No, see,
Do you get my
Michael,
point?
hear me out. Hear me out.
No, what the
I
point
think
Michael
that-
is saying is what is the point he's making, I think is great. There needs to be a demand for that to be implemented. So right now, if you, for instance, you go and open maybe some shop be that people do not come and buy, and then you say that shop should run 24 hours, the shop will rather be making losses.
I think I
No,
get
you
the
see,
point
we
Sisters is
all
also
agree,
making, that it's
but
not
we
compulsory.
we can't proceed on the assumption that there's been no engagement at all with the stakeholders, or proceed on the assumption that NPA, for instance, okay, in this case it's NPA we are talking about. NPA is sitting in the office and thinking about something for fuel stations when the fuel station owners themselves are not interested. That is the bit that I was disagreeing with Michael on. Other than that, we all agree on the rest of the things that he said, the rest of the things that you've said. I mean, do you not think that pharmacies should operate 24/7?
But those that have
Those
to
that
are.
can.
Exactly. So whichever way, even hospitals or clinics, those that have to,
They
they do. So it's not like you are going to say, oh, all businesses operate 24/7. No, it's not going to work like that. In fact, it would be mad for any policy implementer to get up and say businesses operate 24/7. It would be madness. And I don't think that is where we are. I think that whichever sector you take, whether it is transport sector, you see that taxi drivers operate 24/7. Like I use the example of Amaria Amanfro. By 8 p.m. the people are asleep. Who are they? Who are the taxi drivers transporting? You get it. So yes, there would be that engagement.
Right.
There would be that consultation, and it should be. This is where I think that we should be making the argument. It should be a sector by sector engagement or rollout, so that you are not picking. Say energy, mixing it with agric or health, when the needs and the demands would be completely different. So that if MPA starts with the pump stations, this affects transportation. We successfully roll out this for relevant pump stations to start. It starts, it's working well. Then we say, okay, let's move to which other sector? Let's move to Wachi sellers. Then we say that, okay,
Supermarket owners.
Thank you. We say that, okay, these areas are human traffic zones. That sounds something else. There's a lot of activity in these particular areas on particular days.
Right.
So businesses within these areas, what can we do together? So the secretariat, I understand there's a secretariat, 24-hour secretariat. The Gusitano office
is leading everything.
Yes. So his office will come, engage the businesses and say that, look, in this area, you don't sleep. 24/7, you are operating. So what can you businesses do under this policy?
Right.
Then they will have that engagement and they will roll out the policy. So I think that, I don't think that is going to be the 24 is a campaign promise. So everybody start doing it. That would be madness.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Uncle, how are you doing, sir?
Oh, by His grace. Greetings to your other colleagues.
Right. Talk to me this
And
morning.
to brother Johnny, wherever he is. My brother, we all want the betterment of this country.
That's true.
So if 24 hours is taken off from the petroleum sector or the filling station, it must be well implemented. Two quick ones. Let me say congratulations to this administration. I mean, His Excellency John Dramani Mahamat. Lee, if you remember, I've always been championing this cause in the past, especially when things were not going on well. And recently, the Minister of Gender paid that of November and January. So there were arrests. And the President also yesterday, when some farming association met him, he promised a syndicated loan. 9 million at least will be paid by September. And cocoa farmers, good news, they will be paid their 70%, as the minister during the vetting also said that is what was due them. Not in the past, they were shorting. Payment was not coming forth, and cocoa smuggling became an open market, no more a secret market in this country. I've also cited several examples. You remember? I even made you interview a farmer from Uti region. So we are speaking truth to power, and we want the betterment of this country. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Lincoln.
Uncle, how are you?
I'm good, and you, bro?
I'm fine, thank you. Talk to me this morning.
Good. Good morning to Professor Kwesi. He's waiting for his appointment. And good morning to my MP, Honorable Linda Oklusha Sudoku MP and Greater Accra Minister. I think we all witnessed what happened in Parliament yesterday. And some of us, we are happy. Yesterday, after the whole show, I listened to several radio stations. I heard experts congratulating President Mahama's administration for fulfilling his promises. And I also listened to the Deputy Minister of Finance, Honorable Thomas Apimnyakon, and he said the document will be sent to the President, and we believe that President Mahama will send his signature so that the yield levy, the other taxes that have been scrapped to take effect, so that Ghanaians will feel it, That is the better government that all of us we are comfortable with.
Right.
And the last to Dr. Mr. Fenyomaki, he can continue to be screaming. He thought we are campaigning. We are not in a campaign mode anymore. This is the first time we have unqualified minority leader in parliament who always rush to the media to tell lies and fabrication to the good people of this country. It will not work at all.
Relax, boss. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Crosby and colleagues.
Boss, how are you this morning, sir?
I'm fine. Eben from Kwabinya.
All right, Eben.
Let me say kudos to His Excellency John Mahama, the President's administration, for fulfilling the promise we're given during the election. Kudos to them. We are so much grateful because we know some of us how E-Levy has done to us. So we are waiting for his assent. That maybe from first going, you can be bold and send 10,000 without taking E-Levy. We are so much grateful. And also to the betting tax, we are grateful. Although I don't stake bet, but I know how it feels. That you stake, you don't win. The day you win, no government say I want 10% of your winning because it's an income. We are so much grateful. But my plea is that was COVID-19 levy. We are pleading with them, please, because see, all over the world, it is only Ghana. Or if you've heard of any issue, you can tell me, Crosby. Is that not only Ghana that we are taking COVID levy? Hello, Crosby.
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Talk to me.
Is that not only Ghana that we are taking COVID levy? So we are pleading with the finance minister, please, please, we want the negotiations to start. No, unless the IMF are coming. Let's take scrap that COVID levy because it will be a disgrace on my president. Because we all know what we told Ghanaians. So we can't say anything. Even for me, I will be very much even happy if the COVID levy goes before the decision. They can go away with it. If at that time they will come with maybe something levy or this thing, please immediately by the close of, let's say, the next quarter, we are pleading with them. They should meet with the IMF so that the COVID levy also will go. We don't want it. No country in this world taking e-levy. If not the wickedness of the former S1's administration, we have never heard it before. Sickness has come, then you are taking advantage of it to siphon money from Ghanaians' pocket. It has never happened before. At the end of the day, we can't even say that, this COVID-19 levy has been able to build about 4 or 9 hospitals. Thank you.
Thank you, Eben. Hello, good morning. Unfortunately, we lost the caller. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Harvey.
I'm well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm fine. Talk to me this morning.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. This is Alas and Sister from Zenu Central.
Alas, I'm listening.
We have to say kudos and very thank you to the government and the NDCA, the John Mahama, the president, for abolishing this direct stealing tax from our pockets. The e-levy, the betting tax, and the others. You see, the NPP should shut up. They should keep quiet and watch and listen to wisdom and see wisdom. This is a government that has come to give people money, to put money into our pocket by giving us this free, taking us abolishing these draconian taxes. The NPP borrow around the world. And they were borrowing around the world and they were naming those borrowings with funny names, Dutch bond, sovereign bond, some bonds that they were just giving us names. At the end of the day, they have given us for not haircut or head cuts. I can't imagine why Akufo-Addo will look into his age-mate faces, the pensioners, and take their money and tell them to go and die. It's not wicked, and today they have the guts to lecture us. We don't need the lectures. The lectures end up sending this country to a ditch. The borrowings they used to dig a big hole in Accra Central. We are not going to do that. And John Mahama is going to save this country and bring hopes to Ghanaians. Have a good day.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
My boss.
Yes, sir.
Well, good morning. This is Commander AK Chantel.
All right.
about this one that I had opportunity. I have to say good morning to my only boss, Mr. Mayor, who will be having his birthday this Saturday, 70th birthday. So I'm taking this opportunity to wish him a happy birthday in advance. You know, sometimes we have to applaud the government because the government is doing a very great job for Mother Ghana.
Right.
Because he came and he promised that he's going to abolish UNIV over there and corporate tax and other taxes. Those have reasons that it was deceptive. We, the citizens in the country. Meanwhile, you are not going to take your money to bet. But when I go there to go and bet, you rather come out to come and take 10% out of my money. Meanwhile, you don't know how I'm struggling to do the betting. Because for us to arrange the bet, it's not easy. Right now, I'm speaking to right now. Always we are doing the bet, but they are chopping. If they are chopping us, they will not say, "Oh, please, I'm going to return some of your money to you." So that's why I'm saying that this government has done what, and we have to applaud him for appointing good freedom minister for us. I don't know, maybe this time around you have been going around the Accra. Everywhere that you pass, you see that the street is working. When you pass through this in Awood Road, come and see the way the light is bright over there, and the way people also are enjoying over there. Because now, if that you can go there to go and play football over there. Meanwhile, we have a regional minister who is doing a very great job for us. You have to applaud her that whatever she's doing, we are going to support with the communicator. We are going to support her for her to do the massive work that she's doing. But right now, we want her to know that when you go to Accra Central, the way that place is choked, if you can do something about it, because you know some of our roads and the way they are doing the rubbish over there is unlawful. You have to see a way for to see what we can do about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Crosby.
Yes, sir.
I'm Ben from New Achimota.
Ben, please talk to me.
Okay, my greetings to all of you and Johnny. It's quite unfortunate I was not able to talk to him before he went on his leave. But anyway, I want to make a short contribution on the e-levy and the betting tax.
Please do.
NDC and Mahama, they are people of vision. They look into the system. They know what is good for the people, what the people need, not what the people want. So the promise that they made to Ghanaians, glory be to God that he has been able to fulfill them. So he shouldn't keep waiting on the assent. He should just append his assent on it so that Ghanaians, those who are making good use of all these things, they will feel that no, the NDC promised and they have been able to deliver. Let me make a short contribution on the container that are flying at the airport. Crosby, the containers, are they something that someone can put into his pocket?
No, they are not.
We are jokers. This country called Ghana, we are jokers. The whole container in terminal port can fly, can get missing, lost. Jesus Christ, container. Hey, what if it is mobile phone? Container can fly in this country. If I confirm are flying, I confirm we know that they are birds, so they can fly. But container and excavators, they have been able to fly in this country, and up to now we cannot locate where they are. What country is this? I'm hoping that Mama and this government will make sure those containers are retrieved.
Right.
Because this kind of things, sometimes cemetery, like sometimes I don't even want to hear them.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Yes, sir. How's your morning looking like?
Just as you feeling this morning, I'm feeling same.
Nice. Talk to me.
Yeah, my name is Peter T.
Uncle Peter.
Yeah. Charlie, you know what? This government deserves some applause and some high degree of commendation because it is not easy for such promises to be done during campaign time, and just within a month or two, they are on their way to be implemented. I'm just hoping that the president will quickly assign, his signature to that. You know that Ghanaians have given this government a chunk of a mandate to really, rejuvenate their aspiration and hope.
Right.
And exactly what we are seeing today. You know how many of youth in Ghana today will embrace this and will express their happiness and their comfortability of the decision taken by NDC government in Parliament yesterday. My brother, it is not easy, because when the John Mama was preaching all these gospels during his campaign time, some elements of MPP were not believing it. They were castigating and running it down that he cannot do it and it cannot happen. But by the close of the day, this is what we are witnessing. So I'm just praying and then also appealing to Ghanaians that they should support and rally behind this government. And the wonders, more will be done than this. But my brother, let me also express my gratitude to Honorable Alhaji Yaokondo. He's doing a lot to support Ghana and then to help this government. But yet we are waiting for his appointment. He has not been given any appointment yet, and it is very, very important that this is a man who has dedicated himself, committed, and play a very vital role to support the party, especially during the campaign time. And even now, I will one day introduce you to him and go to his office and see the number of people that troop into the office day by day.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for your great work. But my regards to Johnny Hughes.
Right, he's listening to you.
Yes.
He's listening. Well, we'll have to park it here for the Community Voices segment on 3FM 92.7 and make way for sports news with Billy Shen. I'm sure the investors group of people. Bill, come. Are you an investor yourself?
Oh no!
You don't invest. You don't invest.
I don't remember the last time I invested. Yeah.
So, like, you don't have investments. Oh, you should have investments.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about investment. I'm talking about investment. Oh, you should be investing, which I invest.
You see?
Oh, my investment was locked down.
But Barcelona is playing tonight, so you can invest there.
Oh, but you know the kind of investment I don't invest in football games. I invest in horse races.
Hey.
But Charlie, there's some good news for the Investors Association, people who like to bet, because Parliament has begun the process. The next step will be for the president to sign. How are people responding to it?
Yeah, a number of people on the streets, especially the youth, are really, really happy.
Sports enthusiasts.
Yeah, they're very, very happy because that 10% tax was something that used to worry a lot of them. I mean, if you win like 1,000 Ghana cedis, that means 100 Ghana cedis is slashed off.
1 million left.
Yeah, 1 million left your account inside, and you don't really enjoy, your winnings, because I mean, when they put the money inside, they don't. The government doesn't give tax. So
for the companies, the betting company, they don't know that I buy betting tax. They are giving you your money. If I buy takes it around the day or day. Charlie. But it's good news. It's good news for bettors like yourself.
3 FM.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Sports here on Sunrise on VFM 92.7. My name is Bill Ishen, and this is the place to catch all the scores, highlights and insights from the world of sports to make your morning. On top of it, we have Rabiu Mohammed, who has transitioned from football to farming. Dr. Randy Abi, the committee chairman, that is of the Black Stars Management Committee chairman, has praised the Minister of Sports and Recreation for his involvement in the Black Stars preparations for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. And LeBron James in the NBA scored a buzzer beater as the Lakers got a victory. Let's start from the local scene, where while many retired footballers transition into coaching, punditry or administration, former Black Stars midfielder Rabiu Mohammed has chosen a different path. agriculture. The 35-year-old retired from football in 2020 after suffering an ACL injury and now dedicates his time into cocoa farming. Emmanuel Owusu tells the story. Since the 19th century, cocoa has been one of the most important crops in Ghana. Farmers produce tons of cocoa each year, making Ghana the second largest exporter of the product in the world. For those involved in cocoa production, it is a rewarding business venture. But for former Ghana midfielder Rabiu Mohammed, it is family heritage. His great-grandfather was a popular cocoa farmer in Konongo in the 20th century and passed his knowledge down the family tree. In his youth, Mohammed joined his parents at the farm and played football in his free time. As the days passed, the combative midfielder focused heavily on football.
Every Saturday, I was going to the farm on Saturdays before playing football, so I had the passion for it.
Rabiu enjoyed a professional football career spanning over 12 years, during which he played for 9 clubs. His crowning achievement came in 2009 when he helped the Ghana Under-20 team, the Black Satellites, secure a historic FIFA Under-20 World Cup victory, the first by an African nation. He went on to earn over 30 caps for the senior national team, representing Ghana at the Africa Cup of Nations and the FIFA World Cup. Unfortunately, his career was abruptly cut short in 2020 due to an ACL injury that forced him into early retirement. Unlike his illustrious teammates such as Michael Essien, Stephen Appiah, and Asamoah Gyan, who transitioned into coaching, administration, or punditry, a 35-year-old returned to the family business. He devotes his time to his farm located in Krofa, near the Konongo Odumasi Road.
A lot of stress in the idea. I felt that if football will give me a lot of stress, the farmland will be a place where I can find some peace. My age mates were surprised that I chose farming after football.
Joseph Doe, Rabiu's elder brother, has been instrumental in encouraging Rabiu's foray into farming and has diligently managed the crops during his absence. Doe expressed his immense pride and delight at witnessing the remarkable growth and expansion of their farm.
People were watching us when we started. They wanted to know how it was going, so I'm happy that we are achieving what we wanted to achieve.
Rabiu is not only nurturing his passion for cocoa farming, but also giving back to his community in meaningful ways. He leads a dedicated team working tirelessly to raise funds for building a football pitch in Konongo Odumasi, a place where his love for the sport first blossomed. The community is filled with excitement as they witness Rabiu's new endeavors, and they eagerly anticipate the positive impact this project will have once completed.
Someone else would have ignored his parents' advice and teachings, but Rabiu realized that farming is helping him and his community. It's helping the constituencies in Asante Achim.
At least it will help Ghana also, because food and stuff, we have to import a lot of food into the country. But if we started farming a little bit to help, definitely food will be available in the country.
In a few years to come, Rabiu Mohammed hopes to become one of the leading farmers in Ghana as he competes for national awards. His post-football journey reflects a unique and inspiring transition from the pitch to agriculture, demonstrating his resilience and commitment to building a new legacy beyond the game. A beautiful story there by Emmanuel Owusu. Now moving on, in an honest conversation, Jordan Ayew, the captain of the Black Stars, has shared the bittersweet reality of being a jack of all trades.
All what the team required was ready. I mean, he had to. There was a day that I was with him till 2 a.m. just to make sure that everything was available for this team. He worked extremely well. He did everything, that a minister should do, even including doing things out of the ordinary to ensure that everything will go on smoothly. And I'd like to thank him a lot for what he's done for the team. And I hope that we'll continue working together as a team and continue to do what we need to do for Ghana football.
That was Dr. Randy Abi, the committee chairman of the Black Stars Management Committee. Now, club football is officially back, and later tonight in La Liga, Barcelona will be playing against Osasuna. That was a game that was postponed due to the death of one of Barcelona's staff members before the international break. And here's what Hansi Flick, the Barcelona head coach, had to say ahead of the game.
At the end of the season, I think every week or every match is it's a big thing. So I think you cannot win the Copa, you cannot win the Champions League, but you can lose it, and this is what we don't want to do. So we are focused on these matches. Also, it doesn't matter if we have only 3 days between the next match. It's like that, and we have to accept it. And I think the teams are really fit, and and I think we have to be ready for this big task. But I'm looking very positive about this.
That was Hansi Flick, the head coach of Barcelona's club. Now, moving on to tennis, Emma Raducanu's encouraging Miami Open run came to a narrow end after a quarter-final defeat by world number 4 Jessica Pegula. Despite needing medical treatment, the 22-year-old Briton leveled the match before the American Pegula clinically regained control to win 6-4, 6-7, 3-7, 6-2. And so that was the situation with Emma Raducanu. Now in the NBA, LeBron James scored a match winner with time almost up as the Los Angeles Lakers ended their losing streak with a victory against the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers held a 1-point lead with 42 seconds remaining, but James was on hand to tip in a Luka Doncic mixed split second before the buzzer to secure a 120-119 victory in Indianapolis. Now, LeBron James himself has been speaking because over the years there has been conversations on if the current stars in the NBA can play in previous eras. And this is what LeBron said about that.
You trying to tell me Giannis wouldn't be able to play an NBA game in the 70s?
Headshot, he wouldn't be able to do it.
Neither would you. Giannis Antetokounmpo would have 250 points in a game in the 70s. 250.
Is that Cousy? When was Cousy playing?
That was LeBron James speaking there. Bringing an end to sports here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. My name is Bill Ishen, and of course, we'll see you same time tomorrow. Until then, have a great morning.